Another epic chess game is about to begin. Like and subscribe for more action. This is a book move. The opening is called Zukertort Opening.
Pawn to f5.
Pawn to b3.
Pawn to d6 is excellent. Knight to f6 is best. This develops a knight.
Bishop to b2 is good. This defends a rook on a1. This develops a bishop. This fianchettos the bishop by putting it on a powerful diagonal. Pawn to d4 is best.
Pawn to e5 is best.
Pawn to c4 is the best move.
Knight to f6.
Pawn to d4 is good. This offers a trade. Pawn to c4 is best.
Pawn to e4 is the best move.
I played knight to h4 to attack black's pawn on f4, creating a pin on black's knight on f6. This move also prepares to develop the rest of my pieces and control the center of the board.
I played pawn to d5 to challenge black's central control and create space for my pieces to develop. This move also pins black's knight on d5, putting pressure on the pawn structure.
Queen to d2.
Bishop to d6.
Pawn to c4.
Pawn to c6 is the best move.
Control of the center with e3, preparing to develop other pieces and supporting the pawn structure. This move also slightly weakens the king's side, but it's a minor price to pay for the strategic advantage.
Queen to e7 is best. This defends a pawn on g7.
Pawn to f4.
Preparing to develop the bishop and controlling the pawn to d5 square. Bishop to e6 also pins the knight on d5, putting pressure on black's position.
Bishop to a3.
I played pawn to g5 to challenge black's kingside pawn structure and create space for my pieces to develop. By pushing my pawn to g5, I aim to put pressure on black's position and potentially create a weakness on the king's side.
Bishop captures on d6.
Queen captures on d6 is best.
I play pawn to c5 to challenge black's central pawn structure and prepare for potential pawn breaks on the queenside. This move also pins black's knight on d7, making it harder for them to maneuver.
Queen to e7 is the best move.
Knight to g2 is best.
Pawn to b6.
Pawn to h4 is the best move.
Pawn to f5 is good. This offers a trade. Kingside castle is best.
Pawn to h4.
I played pawn captures on h4 to challenge black's pawn structure and create a potential weakness on the king's side. By capturing the pawn, I aim to open up the king's side and prepare for potential attack. The move also puts pressure on black's position and forces them to respond to the challenge.
Rook captures on h4.
Pawn captures on b4 is best. This is a trade.
Pawn captures on b6 is the best move.
Knight from file left to d7.
Knight to f4 is excellent. This attacks the bishop. This move gains a tempo. Queen to c2 is best.
Bishop to f7 is best.
Pawn to b7.
Rook to a7.
Queen to b2 is best. This defends a rook on a1.
Knight to b6.
Pawn to f5 is the best move.
Rook captures on b7.
Queen to c2.
Rook to a7 is excellent. By placing the rook on an open file, it controls important pawns. Kingside castle is best.
I played pawn to f5 to challenge black's control of the queenside and prepared to potentially push d4, forcing black to respond to the central pawn storm. This move also puts pressure on black's pawn on b4, making it difficult for them to maintain a strong pawn center.
Knight to c8.
Knight to b3.
Knight to d6 is best. This defends a pawn on f5.
Knight to c5 is excellent. Bishop to e2 is best. This develops a bishop.
I played knight to c4 to attack black's pawn on pawn to e4 and prepare to develop the rest of my pieces. This move also pins black's knight on c4, putting pressure on their position.
Rook to h6 is the best move.
Kingside castle is the best move.
Knight captures on d7.
King captures on d7.
Bishop to h3 is an accuracy. The opponent can play kc7. Rook to h6 is best.
Queen to f6 is good. This defends a pawn and rook on f5 and height. King to c7 is best.
Queen to b3 is a strong move, pinning the knight on pawn to b6 and preparing to develop the queenside pieces. It also puts pressure on black's position, making it difficult for them to defend against the potential pawn storm on the queenside.
Pawn to c5.
Forced check on black's king, attacking the pawn on pawn to e4 and preparing to potentially create a passed pawn on the queenside. This move also puts pressure on black's position, making it difficult for them to defend against the impending attack.
King to c7 is best. The game is over. Black wins.